Awesome. Alicia, how are you doing? How is it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Yeah, all good here. Awesome. So super happy to have you on this call, thanks so much. Yeah, I think it would be awesome if maybe you can give a little intro, where you are and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so my name is Alicia Bennett. I'm in Las Vegas right now, and I have been working with my company really since, I would say actively since April, and it's been going really well, and I'm really happy where I'm at right now.
Nice, cool. Thanks for sharing that. Awesome. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about, your struggles like before joining our program. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so before I just, for me, really didn't like being in my same like consistent employer. I didn't like having to be there every day and not really have the choice of how I deal with my time and my flexibility with everything. And um, also, I didn't like at my previous job that it was this set pay. Like I wasn't able to determine the amount that I had.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, totally got that. Yeah. And so what do you think actually was like the most valuable out of the program that you were like, okay, that really helped me, to get to where you are now, of course.
Yeah, I think just having the structure was really helpful. So with the program, all
Mm.
of the resources that I have and being able to figure out how I manage clients and then also just learning some new skills. I really, that was the big takeaway from me because when I would, for example, like onboard a new client, if I wasn't doing the program, I would have no idea like really where to start. I would kind of just figure it out, I guess, as I go. But it was just nice to be able to have those documents already created for me, and I just had to take them and edit them in the way that I needed to. So it like made everything a lot faster.
Nice, nice, awesome, cool. Yeah. And I know it, of course, already, but yeah, can you tell us a little bit about kind of where you're at now and like what obviously is your biggest wins, so far?
Yeah, so I feel like I'm in a really good place right now. I really focused on my niche, which is something that I'm passionate about. So I really like to work with women-owned businesses in the health and wellness area. So I've been able to really branch out into that, and those are all the type of clients that I have. They're just right in my niche, and so it makes it nice for me because when I work, I'm more interested in the work that I'm doing rather than something that I'm not interested in. So I like that, but it's been going really well because I'm able to be really flexible with my time and my schedule, but also I obviously still, when I do have to work because I work a lot, it's nice because I know that I'm always helping
Mm-hmm.
out my in the end, and I like that part, that I really can take like pride and ownership in what I have. And I'm much happier doing like working this way than I was before I was in my 9 to 5 job, and it was just really draining. And now I make like some just about the same, sometimes even more. It depends on like how many clients I have per month, but um I'm pretty happy with where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's one thing you said, right? So I think now you said you have around four clients and obviously, right, still scaling that further, maybe hiring people. So that's like super awesome. Yeah, that's really great. Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is. It is exciting. I really enjoy that. Like I just enjoy the fact that everybody that I'm working with I do like for the most part. And I
Mm-hmm.
also just also how much money I've been able to make with how many hours that I work. Like I would say I work less than I did at my old job, and I'm making just as much, if not even a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. That's so cool. Love that for you. Love that for you. And do you remember a little bit about our first call? Maybe, yeah, what your thoughts were, on investing in yourself, or maybe you were, scared, or yeah, do you remember kind of what you thought before joining?
Yeah, I was nervous because it was a like
Mm,
I would say it was a big decision to make, but at the same time I felt like in my gut that it was the right decision to make. And looking
mm,
back at it, I feel really happy that I did make that decision. And when I think about how much, I invested in the program versus how much I ended up making now, like I definitely received like my return on investment. So I'm really happy about that.
Mhm. Nice. Yeah, cool. Awesome. What do you feel like was the thing that made you decide to join? Like, what's the reason in the end you were like, okay, let's go, let's do it.
I think it really came down to having that like knowledge and structure and information that would be easier for me to
Mhm.
find than it would if I had to take the time to like do the research or learn the lessons on my own. So I think for me, it really just came down to like the convenience and also the amount of info that I could receive in one time versus me just going out and doing it all on my own.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, totally cool. Nice. So imagine someone watching this right now, thinking about joining and obviously watching your story. If they are in a similar situation that you was, before obviously joining, what advice would you give them? What would you tell them?
Hmm. Well, I would tell them definitely to follow their gut instincts and whatever's coming up and how they feel, and
Mhm.
also that there's just there's smarter ways to work than I think what the society really has it cut out for us how we're supposed to be working. And that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. Like there's going to be a lot of hard work and even sometimes that you might even doubt yourself, but just to continue pushing through. And
Mhm.
nothing the biggest thing for me was that like I felt like in the beginning, oh well, everything has to be perfect, like I can't do this, and I had struggles like making decisions or moving forward. But I realized in the end that it doesn't have to be perfect, and I don't have to have it all done today. Like my to-do list is going to be pretty long, but as long as I get those few key things that are going to continue to
Mhm.
move me forward, then I'll be fine. So I think for anybody that's thinking about joining the program, they should just really think about if this is something that's going to help forward them like in their future. If being in a freelance position is something that'll be helpful for them, and if it's like a structure and way that they would like to work, which to be honest, I think it's better to work that way than it is to be working for someone else. Then if they
Mhm.
feel good, make the decision, to move forward and invest in their program. And ultimately, I believe if you think it's up to you with whatever you do with the investment. So if you think if
Mhm.
your intention is good and like you're going to do well with it, then you are. And I think same with, the opposite. So you just have to decide what you want it to be.
Totally cool. Nice. Thanks so much for sharing that. And yeah, I think, you're going to be in a community. So I hope people join and can connect with you, and get inspired by you as well. Yeah.
Definitely.
And I hope to still, see you on the coaching call sometimes.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much.